Hey everyone, welcome to another Stonehearth Desktop Tuesday. This week, while the team is working on some infrastructure backlog before heading into full Alpha 17 development, I thought that we could focus on the very last leg of Alpha 16's enemy triad, the orcs. As you may already know, the Red Kiln is the empire of the Orcish Khan. Their leaders prize discipline and self-awareness over all things, and they wear colored clothing that reflects their strict social hierarchy. Green is the lowest ranked color because that is the color orcs are born wearing. They ascend to blue, red, and rare magenta based on the number of equals they've vested in their profession of choice. Tom modeled both male and female orcs, but in their original form they were a bit too tall and broad to chase hearthlings through doorways, so Linda cut them down and fit them to existing animations. She also recolored them to be slightly more green and gave them taller, more intelligent-looking eyes. Allie may yet do another pass on their coloring to make sure you can easily distinguish them from goblins when you're zoomed all the way out. Based on the Red Kiln backstory, Linda wrote the Orc Campaign and Orc encounters and classes guided by the idea that orcs are a lot like hearthlings in that they can occupy many of the classes that humans do. Orcs of both genders are most often footmen, and as such hold up their end of the ogre, tank, and kobold archer enemy trio. Some orcs, however, have done meditations at the Ochre Gate and returned blessed with the healing powers hearthlings usually associate with clerics. Needless to say, if you're attacked by a Red Kiln raiding party and one of the members is suffused with glowing particles, consider defeating them first. We've received hints in the game's descriptions that the goblins and the ogres are related to the orcs, but you can guess from the goblins' language and the orcs' brutishness that they'd rank pretty low in a society that values self-awareness. Nonetheless, the Red Kiln has a role for every strata of person. Orcs regularly employ ogres and tanks as doorbreakers, kobolds as scouts, and goblins as, well, contractors. In Linda's Orcs campaign, they remain guided by the discipline of their employers, but, well, goblin's gonna be a goblin. And that's it for this week. You can find orcs, as well as ogres and kobolds, in Alpha 16, which is on Steam and Humble Bundle. They start to appear in epic raids, which for those of you playing on normal mode happens when your military score is about 200, or about when you've dedicated at least 4 hearthlings to combat classes. For those of you playing on hard mode, that means when your population is about 15 people, and or you're about 20 days in. Orcs will also appear in the Orcish Campaign, which spawns once you finish the Goblin Campaign and deal, one way or another, with Ogo Skullbunker. Give them a go if you haven't done so already, and let us know how you find them, either here in the comments or on our forum at discourse.stonehearth.net. See you next week!